Harambe. Ati Machakos mnasemaje? Ati Masako mnasemaje? Na UKAMBANI mnasemaje? Lazima tutam.
Tension boiled over in Machakos when President William Ruto's tour of UKAMBANI took an unexpected and embarrassing turn. What was supposed to be a routine stop to sell his development agenda quickly collapsed into chaos as angry crowd openly rejected him and the leaders who accompanied him. By the time he left the podium, it was clear the day had gone wrong in ways his handlers did not expect.
UKAMBANI mnasemaje? Lazima tutam. Na huyu Caleb. Huyu Caleb wetu ni nini? Wapi tutam ya Caleb nione? Sawa. Kasi.
The drama began the moment President William Ruto stood to speak. Instead of cheers, his words were drowned by a loud and restless crowd that seemed determined to send him a message. The chants started small, then gained strength, echoing through the town center with a force that caught everyone off guard. The crowd kept repeating one message, Wantam. They shouted it again and again, each round louder than the last. It was a warning, and the people made sure he heard it. Ruto tried to move on with his address, hoping the tension would settle if he talked about the development projects he had pushed in the region. But the reception only got worse. Every attempt to continue was cut short by more heckling. The anger in the crowd was clear. They did not want to listen. They had already made up their mind long before he arrived.
Machakos hoye! Na tumeweka bilioni 3 kwa soko 15 ya watu wa Machakos County. Kwa sababu tumesema njia ya kubadilisha Kenya. Kenya haiwezi kubadilishwa na fitina, haiwezi kubadilishwa na ukabila, haiwezi kubadilishwa na chuki, itabadilishwa na miradi na mipango ya maendeleo.
The embarrassment did not fall on the president alone. More than a dozen Kamba MPs who accompanied him faced the same rejection. These leaders thought their presence would help the crowd calm down, but the people turned on them too. The mood shifted even further when sections of the crowd accused the MPs of betraying their community. The chants against them were sharp and unforgiving. At that point, even they realized the ground had shifted.
Simu na kiongozi mmoja wa hapa Machakos. Na nataka muniambie kama nyinyi ndio mlikuwa mmemtuma. Akanipigia simu, akaniambia ati rais akikuja hapa mtaturushia mawe. Nyinyi ndio mlikuwa mmemtuma? Nyinyi ndio mlikuwa mmemtuma? Huyo kiongozi, niseme nisiseme? Huyo kiongozi akaniambia ati nyinyi watu wa Machakos hamtaki kujengewa nyumba. Nyinyi ndio mlikuwa mmemtuma? Akaniambia niseme.
Security officers sensed the growing danger. They tightened their formation around the president as the situation started to show signs of escalation. Tension rose fast, and for a moment it looked like things would spin out of control. The crowd kept pushing forward, voices raising, hands raised, faces set with anger. Officers stayed alert, watching every direction, ready for anything.
Huyu Caleb wetu ni nini? Wapi tutam ya Caleb nione? Sawa. Kasi. Kwa sababu viongozi ni wengi. Wacha nichukue nafasi.
The president rushed through the rest of his remarks, cutting his speech short to avoid provoking the crowd further. It was a rare moment where he simply had no choice but to move quickly. His convoy was immediately directed to leave once he stepped off the stage. The mood remained charged even when he left, with groups still shouting and discussing what had just happened.
Dunia kwanza. Wantam.
The events in Machakos have stirred conversations across the political scene. What happened was not just another rough day on the campaign trail. It exposed something deeper. It showed how unwanted Ruto has become in certain regions that feel overlooked or frustrated by his leadership. UKAMBANI has always leaned towards the opposition, but the level of hostility displayed sent a new and louder message.
Tuendelee tusiendelee? Mnasema tuendelee na kazi? Tujenge barabara? Tuunganishe stima, tufanye affordable housing, tujenge masoko, tuweke maji, Machakos iendelee.
Ruto's team may try to downplay the incident, but the image and reactions coming out of Machakos tell a different story. The crowd's action revealed a growing disconnect between the president and the communities that feel they have not benefited from his promises. The rejection of not just him, but also the MPs who stood with him showed a community that no longer wants leaders they believe have abandoned them.
Huyu Caleb, nijenge barabara ya Makabeti kwenda mpaka Yeone. Hebu nione kama mmemtuma nione. Basi. Sasa wewe Caleb, mimi nimekubali. Hiyo barabara in the next 1 month mimi naleta contractor, nitatangaza.
For the UKAMBANI MPs who joined Ruto's tour, the day was a painful reminder of the political risks they face. The crowd treated them as part of the problem, not part of the solution. Being associated with the president cost them their credibility right there in public, and the message was too clear to ignore. Political analysts are already reading the signs. If UKAMBANI is anything to go by, Ruto's support in opposition strongholds remains weak and volatile. The heckling, the chants, the rejection all point to a region that is not ready to shift politically. The president may visit again, but after what happened in Machakos, it is obvious he will face an uphill climb.
Yani mumepanga tukae hapa kwa 2 term. Tuko hapa kwa 2 term. Ija William Ruto 2 term. Ata Caleb ako kwa hapo kwa 2 term. Caleb ni fire si fire.
What unfolded was raw, emotional and unfiltered. It was a moment where the people spoke without fear or hesitation, and whether the president likes it or not, Machakos showed him exactly where he stands with them.
Ananiambia muko na damu inaitwa Muongoni hapa. Muongoni namna hiyo. Na hiyo damu na mimi nataka niwaulize watu wa Machakos. Unajua nyinyi, si nyinyi ndio mnachagua MCA? Si ndio mnachagua mbunge, gavana na senator? Si ndio mnachagua rais? Mimi nauliza nyinyi Machakos, wakati mnachagua rais ama mnachagua mbunge ama MCA ama gavana, mnampima na sura ama na kazi? Mnampima na sura ama na kazi? Mnampima na fitina ama na kazi? Ni mtu wa propaganda ama mtu wa kazi? Si ni mtu wa kazi? Kama mtu hana mpango, hana sera, hana agenda, huyo ni mtu wa kupatia uongozi ya kwenda mahali popote? Sijui kama
Arambe. Ati Machakos mnasemaje? Ati Masako mnasemaje? Na UKAMBANI mnasemaje? Nasema tutam. Na huyu Caleb. Huyu Caleb wetu ni nini? Wapi tutam ya Caleb nione? Sawa. Basi, kwa sababu viongozi ni wengi, wacha nichukue nafasi